This is Michael Varhola of Skirmisher Publishing, talking to you from the Hill Country region of South Texas. One of the reasons I love this area so much is that it is very evocative of a fantasy campaign setting. This ravine behind me, known as the Devil's Hollow, is really the ravine that's described in the old Caves of Chaos adventure. So I spend a lot of my time hiking and exploring the rolling hills and cedar forests and stands of live oak and ravines like this one in Hill Country, and it's a big inspiration to me when it comes to my game development. I've always thought that a campaign setting should be full of places that are visually stunning and impressive and at the same time realistic. Just making up stuff that can be accounted for by magic isn't very creative. So finding places like this that are interesting and fascinating is something that I really try to do and then incorporate into my game design. So certainly it's not possible for every GM to go out and do his own exploring and do his own real-world adventuring, but to the extent that he can be buying his game source books from people who are going out and doing those things, his players are going to be that much more happy, and his adventures are going to be that much more plausible and tangible and enjoyable. There are just so many wonderful details in this area, and hiking through it just brings them all alive to me. Soaring cliffs 100 feet high in some places, and little hidden caves, and right now the area I'm looking down into is a seasonal spring. So we're in the middle of a drought right now and there's no water in it, but after it rains the aquifer will be full and water will start bubbling up out of it. So I really think there's something to be said for exploring an area like this, and that it really does contribute to good game design because it gives one a sense for a realistic, vital, living area that you don't get if you're not willing to go out and actually explore an area and see how things really work in it. So when we talk about the flora and fauna of the Kos campaign setting, we're really talking from the point of view of people who have tried to understand the flora and fauna of the area in which we live.